welcome to MCFC 9320 PUBcast. How are you, Dad?
I'm good.
Yeah. Good evening to everybody who's joined us on this Sunday. I nearly said Sunday afternoon. Well, it depends where you are in the world, doesn't it? On this Sunday evening, I can already see in Cathay, FIFA, DC. Good evening. Wow. Did you get your hopes up a little bit when Chelsea equalised today?
Didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? Well, I turned it off at 2-1. It's just corner FC, mate. Honestly, that's all I do. And I tell you what, I'm getting a little bit fed up of, mate. I'm getting a little bit disheartened with football. It's just all the decisions what are being made by the officials now, not just in City games, by the way, or Arsenal games or whatever. In general, in football in general, like you've seen. The United penalty and red card today, in my opinion, it wasn't, because the foul started being committed outside. We've just seen numerous now, even before Chelsea equalised today. Declan Rice should have been a. I know it ended up going out for a corner. That what Declan Rice did. However, it should have been a penalty, and it wasn't a penalty. It was only justice, if you like, that it went out for a corner, and they scored from the corner. But a little bit later on in the game, Declan Rice the goalkeeper. I think it was Declan Rice was holding one of the Chelsea players like that in the penalty area. The Chelsea player managed to get an head on it. Well, it was more like the ball hitting his head rather than him heading it away. Keeper punches him. It punches the Chelsea player in the head. No, I'm getting a little bit frustrated, mate. As you probably can tell.
Look, it's going to come a time where there won't be a referee in the middle of the park, because.
Well, Paddy, have you seen what? Sorry, mate. Have you seen what's happening next season? VAR will be stopping play to see if a ball should have gone. If a corner. If it should have been a corner to whoever. Now, they've not even perfected what we've got now. So all of a sudden, they're going to bring another rule in. I'm getting a little bit disheartened, mate. Sorry, mate.
And yellow cards.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, there's going to come a point where there isn't going to be anyone in the middle where it'll be remotely refed. Do you know them shops? I think it's Amazon have them. You go in and you pick up all your shopping. You walk out, you're paying, but your account is automatically charged. Mm-hmm. That kind of technology. It can't be any fucking worse than it is.
I agree with FIFA. Football, it's a dying sport. It's getting to that stage now where it's right. We will. After my little rant, we will get to yesterday's match, and I thought we was very, very good yesterday. And I'll tell you why. And it wasn't just a 3 point, but I just want a little rant. It's. I don't know why I had a stutter then. How much blame can we attribute to an official, a referee, or a linesman?
None.
Because they know if they make a cock up, VAR is going to intervene anyway. There was something even yesterday in the City Leeds match. Bernardo Silva got booted in his rib area, and it went out for a throw into a Leeds player. And then straight away, the racist Leeds fans was just we'll get onto them as well in a bit. The racist Leeds fans, and they just were booing Bernardo constantly. Now, that's because of the decision what was made. Now, I don't think Bernardo would have got booed as much if the right thing would have been done, and Bernardo got a free kick, and quite rightly, for a kick in his ribs. But the fact that the linesman who was right there where it happened, when throwing to Leeds, I think everybody else in the ground who wouldn't have seen it on live, TV pictures.
But it hasn't, like, to be honest with you, Andy, it hasn't really, like, in terms of fans, it hasn't really got any worse or any better. Fans have always been like that, like Declan Rice at the North London Derby, holding that phone up with his wife in the photograph, stuff like that. That's not called for. We used to sing about Posh Spice. Well, I didn't personally. We used to sing about Munich. We used to. It's always been there.
See, I've never sang about Munich. Never, ever. No, listen, that's just my preference. I know it's bantering that, and stuff like that, but I'll say now, I never have. I'm not.
Well, I did in my 20s. I did. There's no point in denying it. I did what everybody else did in the hip
when the world was black and white.
Yes. But look, fans have always been that way. I mean, I think it's probably the only workplace in the world where you can go and be verbally abused and it's encouraged.
Mm-hmm. I just think we need to be. I just think we need to be careful where we're going with football now, because we're at the stage where even today. And listen, I'm not going to dig Harry Maguire out because it's a United player. Did you watch the United match?
Yeah.
Or seen any? Harry Maguire, the ball, the defender or whoever it was, I can't remember what Palace player it was now, lifted his foot. He was about that far from Harry Maguire's face, and Harry Maguire went, holding his face. So it's perceived that it's the foreigners, That was Harry Maguire, a 33-year-old, big, tough English defender, mate. And he's holding his face as if he's been booted in his face. Now, I had a bit of a discussion with a United fan on X earlier, and his perception of it, and it could be taken that way. So I'll sort of like I'll respect his opinion. Whereas because Harry Maguire ended up heading the ball, it hurt his head. Now his forehead's made of granite, mate. I very much doubt he was holding his face because the ball hit him on his head.
I think look, this head injury's gone too far. The corner comes in or a free kick comes in and somebody heads it clear and they go down holding their head and the game is stopped. The concussion protocol. But they don't stop it after they scored a goal in the opposition's net. Headed it in. Nobody stops the game then. The ball's getting kicked in from a corner, Arsenal FC, corner FC. Player heads it into the goal. Nobody stops the game for that. But somebody has a free kick at the opposition goal and it's cleared by somebody's head, the game is stopped. It's nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But look, see, to be honest with you, Andy, it's become a TV sport.
I'm not going to disagree with you, mate. And I'm at the point now, I'm more and more justified in my head why I've given me 2 season tickets up. Because people are paying a lot of money, not just City fans, I mean football fans in general, they're paying a hell of a lot of money, mate. And we're seeing if it was in a normal workplace, some of the decisions what are being made, they get sacked for gross misconduct. Some of them are that bad.
It was worse before, hadn't it?
It was worse before when? Before VAR?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it fucking absolutely was. Oh, it absolutely was.
Give me some examples.
It'll even itself out over the season. That was fucking nonsense. You couldn't get a free kick or a penalty at Old Trafford when Fergie was there. Get a life. No way.
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I think VAR now, it's made if you're discussing it like a PUBcast, if we're in the pub now, right?
Yeah.
We've just come back from the match. Before VAR, we'd be talking about the referee shit.
So we're still talking about the referee being shit?
Right. So it's leading me on to it. So we're still talking about it, but we're saying the referee shit, the linesman shit, VAR shit. Now VAR
piece of shit.
No, but VAR was brought in to eradicate referees' human errors. So the discussion would end up being in a pub, pretty much like, yeah, but the referee might not have seen it. there's that many cameras and microphones. Referees have got cameras on the side of their head now, like different steps or something, and we're seeing everything now. So you'd think it eradicate some of the stupid, but stupid mistakes. It's not even mistakes. You can call it gross misconduct by what is happening. It
was brought in for clear and obvious errors, right? That's why they got it in. And don't forget, the Premiership voted it in. They all voted overwhelmingly. Vote this in. Clear and obvious. Go back to the Holland disallowed goal against Newcastle. 8 minutes, was it? 8 minutes to disallow a goal. That's clear and obvious. Yep. It took you 8 minutes.
I think Burnley had one yesterday, mate. I think that went on six plus minutes, and it got ruled out. In fact, they got 2 VAR ruled out, and one of them, it's shown sort of like the heat map line about that much, like literally that much was offside. Now, come on, that's not clear and obvious. We're going down the road now where, and again, put it back into employment and employment law, right? And I know it's a sport and it's a different entity. If you was in a workplace, something happened, i.e. a really bad foul, you'd have to do an investigation. The investigation in football analogy is a referee. If the referee gets it wrong or whatever, and it comes to his decision, then it goes to an appeal. The appeal is the equivalent of a VAR. Now, when VAR are getting it wrong, there's two things you look at: either corruption or playing fucking thick. What
a lot of people don't understand, it's not VAR. VAR is operated by humans, and there you have a problem. So whoever who's on VAR doing VAR for your match, say against Leeds, there'd be a different guy now on VAR against Forest and Wednesday night. He'd have a different opinion. He'd have a different tolerance. He'd have a different margin. So it's not VAR. The technology is there. It's just the dopes that are using it.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I just wanted a bit of a rant, mate, because not an anti-City rant, because I'm seeing from Leeds, and I can understand it from Arsenal yesterday that Leeds got cheated because, when that ball come in, Nunes wasn't even looking at the ball. I'm like, that was a clear penalty. I will say Cherky was a little bit naughty as well on their player. He was a little bit naughty. It was a little bit naughty there. But let's talk. Let's try and get on to football, mate, because I just wanted
to are boring again. It's getting worse because it's coming in even more next season. So I'll get your state or don't watch football.
It's like what DC's saying there, mate. Incredibly, Andy, rivals insisting that City are getting all the favourable decisions and we're paying refs. We're also playing the Premier League for 115. It's wondering with any money left. We're paying the Premier League for 115. It's wonder we've got any money left in the coffers. And something, it's right. I can understand it with Arsenal, but and again today, and I got put right with the law of the game for the second yellow, which is a red card for Chelsea today. Pedro Neto went to try and he was already on a yellow for throwing his arms up in the air, so he got a yellow card for it. About 2 minutes later, he was chasing Martinelli, went for the tackle on the touchline, missed it, brought Martinelli down, but Martinelli bounced straight back up, carried on running for the ball, clear. And again, I don't care whether it's Arsenal, and I laughed a little bit, But the ref stopped when when Arsenal was in a really good position to give Pedro Neto a second yellow card. Now, where's the advantage on that? Now, somebody's put me right on Twitter. Well, I'm assuming it's right. It was just before we come on there, basically saying if it's going to be a player sent off, the referee has to stop play no matter where it is. But where's the advantage?
No. If it's a straight red, yes. But if he's going back to book him a second time or for the first
Well, that's
time,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought it's a separate entity. It's a yellow. Forget the red card. It's forget. Oh, it's a second yellow card. It's a yellow card. So where's the advantage being played? Now
he can play advantage and go back and do it.
Well, that's what I thought, but apparently I was wrong. You know, I'll bow to people's wishes. I'm not always right, like you.
Just the way if the opposition team score and it should have been a penalty, the referee let the goal stand.
Mm-hmm. We're all being mean to Maguire here. I just think we're going down a really, really dangerous road with some of the stuff what's going on, mate.
So every fan of every team feels the same. Everybody yesterday the Nunes the handball.
Mm-hmm.
But what he forgot to mention is he was pushed at the top of his neck.
Yeah.
His hands came up. Calvin Lewis pushed him. Natural reaction, your hands come up. Your hands don't go down. You're putting your hands up to save yourself. And then the ball hit his arm. How is that a penalty?
BB being facetious there. I love that, BB. And you've got to look at the way. Listen, fair play to Corners and Own Goal FC, but they're scoring a lot of goals from corners, and we're going to have to be on our guard when we play them in April. You know, with stuff like that. What Pep will do leading up to that in his press conference will be planting little seeds about Arsenal's corners and tactics and stuff like that. But I think we need to leave a couple of players up. Like I think it was Chelsea did it, or I think it was Chelsea when they played them when they played them in the League Cup at their place. I think that is the way to do it.
But I'd argue differently. Do you see the way Arsenal run? They come from the back post or the in from the sides. Mm-hmm. When they run, right, it causes havoc inside the box, obviously. But if you put 5 men in a straight line, they can't run through you.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to come out and come around you.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And
so my point is, all these set piece coaches and the cameras pan to them now all the time.
Yeah.
And they're all on big money. What genius, and I'm trying not to swear, can't work that out. Block the run.
Well, I think before Chelsea did that, I'm sure we spoke about it a few weeks earlier on the show, mate. You know, about why does everyone have to be camped in there? Nick says, you for home sport, the away end, mate, it came, even though Leeds are big racist gobshites and stuff like that, and assholes, I'm not trying to mince my words tonight. It came across on the TV very, very loud yet again, mate, the away support yesterday. And I know it was only a short journey, but you know, our away support is absolutely incredible. Anyway, should we get on to some football rather than our little rant? We've just had an 18-minute rant,
yes,
mate.
Yes, please.
Yeah? Right. Yes. Yesterday, I'll let you give me an overview how you thought we played collectively for the whole 90 minutes.
Well, I suppose the first 30 or 35 minutes, they were kind of on top. And then we did to them what teams normally do to us. We sucker punched them and went 1-0 up in the extra time of the first half. Second half, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like far as scum. Life is like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. But there was a stinginess there. Yes, we rolled our luck at times. We couldn't lose. You should have scored a couple or whatever. But that's the nature of the game. But there was more of a steeliness in the second half performance. There was a viciousness, especially with Semenyo. He was well up for it. Guy and Diaz, not much got past them in fairness. So whatever they're doing in training, or whatever Pep is saying, it's working because we played better in the second half yesterday than we did in the first half.
Yeah.
The only bugbear I have is that beep beep in the goal would need to learn to keep his trap shut.
Who's
That's
that?
about 6 Donnarumma.
Mm-hmm.
He's had about 6 or 7 yellow cards now for running his mouth.
6.
Well,
No. They've not all been for running his mouth. Some of them have been for time wasting, mate.
Yeah, well, a good feeling for running his gob. Stay in the goal, shut your mouth, and let the captain speak.
Right. So yesterday, I will agree with you. I think we was always going to get Leeds coming out of the trap, going for us, massively going for us, and that's what they did. Yeah, we rode our luck a little. By the way, that where Calvert-Lewin, where it come and he peeled it wide, that was going to be ruled offside anyway. So regardless, I know we missed it and we still left it. So you can look at it. Oh, we was lucky defensively, or our defense line held exactly what they train and what they do. Yeah, they had the chances. We had a couple of decent chances as well. Possession wise, in the first half, it was better than us. But possession doesn't win football matches. I know it gives you a great chance. Yesterday, second half, and I think I mentioned it on X, that is probably our best second half we've played in a long, long time. I felt we needed another goal in the second half, but I thought our game management was brilliant yet again in the second half yesterday, mate. And we're looking more and more together. Everyone's praising Cherky, and rightly so with that ball what he put in. But for me, the real people who got us over the line yesterday, Bernardo, Nunes, thought Mark Gay had another great game. There's a lot of disrespect going about on Ruben Diaz at the minute. I thought Diaz was fantastic yesterday, in particular second half when the going got tough. He stood firm. He really stood firm for us.
You mean he was getting slagged off online, was he?
Oh, everywhere. It's because they want Kushinov in there. I can understand them wanting Kushinov in there, because Kushinov's been absolutely brilliant for us. But just because
you have a serial winner in there.
Absolutely, mate. A lot of experience in there. Just because you want somebody in the team doesn't mean you've got the right to slaughter somebody who's keeping him out of the team. And again, we saw it with the Doku Grealish effect a couple of seasons ago. I thought Daz yesterday. Rodri, absolutely phenomenal again in midfield. I think he gave two balls away over 90 minutes, and he's looking more and more. Although he doesn't look happy, Rodri, he doesn't seem absolutely. I'm not saying you have to have a smile on your face playing football. Semenyo worked really, really hard, and got himself in that position yet again. I thought the work ain't Nori and Nunes did, considering most of the game they was pretty much on their own down the flank, and I thought that was why Leeds overran us in particular in the first half. Second half, Bernardo and Cherky was filling in a little bit, but Bernardo yet again, mate. Marmoush, he's not always going to have a brilliant game, but you can't fault his work rate yesterday. His work rate was brilliant, dropping back, fighting for it. I don't think I've missed anyone out there. Overall, and that's why I said collectively over 90 minutes, I thought we did okay. I thought we did okay yesterday.
Well, watch our goal back again, and if it wasn't for Mamouche, we wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, the way he took the pretty much two players out, and straight away, you could actually see Mamouche pointing when he took the players to the side towards the byline. He actually pointed for
Antonori.
For Nori to run in to that gap. So
Nori also pointed. If you watch it, he points, and then Cherky delivers that ball. And do you know the best about it was like City of old. Cherky played the ball in. Nori, one touch. Semenyo, one touch.
Yeah.
Not this fucking tippy-tappy, recycle, back, forward, boom, 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 goal. And that's what was going to take because they had a low block yesterday against us. Yes, there were hitting on the
Bollocks
front
to your
and
low.
stuff like that.
What did it used to be called before a low block? We defended
Say it
well.
again?
What did it used to be called? Low block before low block. We defended. All this.
Exactly.
Do you want me to start throwing XG at you and stuff?
No, please.
Well, don't give me low block shit. We defended. I'm not into XG, low block, all high press, and it's all new terminology.
What's a low press?
High press.
What's a low one? A medium one?
It's where you don't put the heating on in your iron as much when you're doing your shirt. That's all.
High press. He should have scored too. Only that.
Seriously though, it's I get what Gordon's saying there. I don't like hanging on to a 1-0 lead. I felt the fans are more nervous than the players. I thought looking back and even looked, I watched some of it back again because it's always easier to watch it when you're not in the moment watching it, as a fan. So I watched some of it back, and the players looked in control in the second half. Total control. Leeds didn't really have much to go on. We was doing. And we're normally very, very offensive with the way we play. For some reason this season, we're playing different. We seem more in control. We're not bothered if we have to go and counter attack and anything like that. We just seem different. The only disappointing thing is Arsenal keep winning at the minute, but we've got to focus because I don't think Arsenal win all their games. And if we win all our games and Arsenal only lose one, we go on to win the league anyway.
If we won all our games, we won the league.
Yeah, that's what I've just said.
Yeah.
That's what I've just said. Good to see. I've been one of his biggest, I nearly said knockers then. Maybe that's because he gets on my tits. But it's good to see Doku and Savio back yesterday. And again, Pep played him. He didn't play him on the right. He played him in the Marmouche, so like floating close to Semenyo. And over the past couple of games as well, that's where we've seen Semenyo, like when Haaland's been playing, And again, let's not forget we won without Haaland, and we dug in yesterday. Semenyo's playing more and more. His work rate's brilliant, and he's got quite quick feet for a big man.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, he definitely has.
He's been brilliant since he joined us. It's all so like sometimes if you're not constantly watching him, it's like he goes missing in games. No, his focus where he needs to be now. Whereas at Brentford, he was more like get the ball to Semenyo all the time, and Semenyo will just run at the defenders. Playing different, and it's pretty much what we were speaking about last week about Mark Gay, mate. Mark Gay's changed his game completely by his own admission. It seems like Semenyo was doing the same. He's not being that winger because we all thought he was just going to play wing.
Yeah.
On the wing, just the wing. But he's not. He's playing down the. I know it was different yesterday, but even when Haaland's playing, he's playing closer to Haaland. He's not necessarily out on the wing, so he seems to be conserving his energy a lot more, and when to run that bit of intelligence, and we're seeing it before he joined us. I remember an interview with Jamie. I think it was Jamie Redknapp. What he did, and Redknapp asked him, what do you want? What are you looking to bring to your game? And I think it was even before City was linked with him, mate. And he says, go into the back post, go into the near post, go, timing your runs right to get in for that, that goal. And he's almost reminding me a little bit more now of his positioning as a Raheem Sterling, when Sterling used to find that right time to get in the box and put that killer goal in for us.
Yeah, but different. No disrespect to Raheem Sterling, and he scored a lot of goals for us. I think it was the second or third under Pep. Semenyo is going to score a hell of a lot more.
Yeah,
better finisher.
like Kathy says there, Diaz and Gay, good pairing, and it is. And if, as much as I like Cushy, if we go till the end of the season with Diaz and Gay, then I'll be happy with that, because it means we're doing well. And we, you know, Cushy, it's been brilliant for us this season. You know, there's no denying that, mate. But we have to let Pep be the judge of who's starting against whatever team. And again, we saw with Pep against Newcastle, where Diaz off at half time and he brought Cushy on and to deal with Gordon. By the way, you see all the Newcastle fans booing Anthony Gordon yesterday.
Why?
Anthony Gordon got booed by a lot of Newcastle fans yesterday for a lack of effort, apparently.
That's because we're playing Everton.
No, but by his own fans.
Yeah, his own fans probably see him as an Everton fan, and then not putting the effort in because it's Everton.
No, how can you say, what? So Newcastle fans see Anthony Gordon as an Everton fan, so they'll boo him just because he's an Evertonian.
Well, if he's not putting the effort in, and he's not putting the effort in against the team that he came from, yes.
You started drinking again? No.
Right. Okay, well, let me give you this scenario. We play Crystal Palace, right? And Martier has an absolute stinker after playing brilliantly all season. And all of a sudden, he decides to have a stinker against Crystal Palace. You'd be thinking, fucking, where's your allegiance at?
No, his allegiance is 100% football club, mate. So I was listening to a couple of Geordies, and it's not the first time they've been sort of like on his back. They seem to be getting more and more and more on his back, and they're getting on his back, and they wonder why he's not playing great. Wonder why. Anyway, forget them. I just thought I'd mention it on a side note. So where was I? So Pep, took Diaz off because of the threat with Anthony Gordon. Now, there's going to be instances where I think Cushy's going to play right back, because although Núñez is fantastic, mate, there's going to be games when with all the games that are coming thick and fast, Núñez is going to need a breather. Yesterday again, that tackle he put in against was it Calvert-Lewin? Who's Calvert-Lewin? Calvert-Lewin.
Listen, Mr. Savage, you just turned around about 5 minutes ago and said that Semenyo was playing for fucking Brentford. He plays for Bournemouth, or was.
I've seen if you was listening to me.
Yeah.
I bet loads. But you know what I mean, though?
Yeah. But the difference is, right? And if you want to go back to the old saying, the old dog for the long road. Diaz has been there, done it. Cushy's there watching, listening, learning. And even Bernardo was interviewed that he gave today. When he came as a fresh-faced young fella, he had Fernandinho, he had company, he had all the senior pros there, the rights and the wrongs. And he says, when I leave this club, I want them new guys, the young guys have come in, to be at the same level that the pros before him left him. And that's what will be happening. But in terms of, we're not talking about a geriatric. We're talking about somebody who's 28, 29 years of age. He's not the fastest, obviously, but he can read the game. I mean, when you read the game, you don't need to be that fast.
It all depends how we set up, doesn't it? Generally, you don't need to be the quickest if you've got that screwed, if you've got that good positional sense. So there will be games when Cushy will play. I'm certain. I think he might play against somebody like an Arsenal Cushinov, to deal, because I think Cushy's got more of an aerial threat than any of our centre backs. So and again, Núñez, I know he's brilliant. For me, Núñez is our player of the season. I don't know whether you agree, mate. I just really think he's been phenomenal. Some people say Cherky because of all that, but consistently over a full season so far, I think Núñez has been the one for me who I think consistently It's been brilliant for us. And again yesterday against Calvert-Lewin, that block, I think that could have been a difference between a draw and a win. What we've got, and it's good to see that City fans are starting to recognise what a fantastic player we've got there. Although I did say I told you so when we signed him.
Well, it seems to the back four picks itself now, really, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, if Haaland's playing, he'll start. But I've told you this before on the podcast. I like the combination of Mamouche and Semenyo. They're mobile. Like even Semenyo after the match yesterday says, "Well, I knew when Aiton already got that ball, he was smashing it in, so he knew to make that run."
And go so FIFA, thanks, mate. Honestly, you really, really don't have to give things, mate. I really appreciate all the work you do. I genuinely do, mate. Always welcome with the stuff what you get. Always a pleasure, mate. But you don't have to waste any money on super chats, although it's appreciated, my friend. And that's it, Paddy. But and then you've got the Haaland conundrum. I'd have Haaland ahead of Marmouche and Semenyo, even though they're playing really well, because Haaland gives us everything. It gives us everything, mate. Semenyo, I think they both. I think Haaland complements whatever combination what we play. Especially now we're seeing Semenyo playing closer to him. He's never more than 10 yards away from him. It seems now, Semenyo, and the same with Mamouche. So Haaland is the first name on your team sheet because what he offers.
You want a full frontal bottom end if you want to get rid of Haaland.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Haaland starts, that's it. Unless his left leg or right leg is hanging off, he starts. Thanks,
DC. I am getting better as the days go on. I'm getting more ratty as well, aren't I, Paddy?
Andy, all joking aside, for large portions of that game, I know Bernardo Silva played the part as well, but Cherky ran that game yesterday for long periods.
I said that, mate.
He didn't. He did it a bit towards the end. He started getting a bit fly, and the fancy flicks and tricks were coming out. But for a large portion of that game, he did his job. He did it well, and he dominated that game. He was pulling strings.
Right. So last week, and I think the week before, I did actually say with Cherky, he's brilliant, but his short passing is not great. Yesterday, maybe towards the end of the match, his passing went a little bit. But up until then, I'd say for 80 of the 90 plus minutes yesterday, his passing yesterday was on point. Not just what he did for the goal, but even his general passing was on point yesterday. You know, and I've been a little bit critical of that, you know, because that's what we do. But yesterday it was very, very good. Now, like with what you said, where Aït-Nouri knew exactly, and that's a training ground thing. What have we been able to do this week as well? Train. Yeah. And I think, you know, it's going to be different this week because, you know, we play Forest on, and I'm going to call them Notts Forest because it fucking winds them up when you call them Notts Forest. You know that? He does, it winds them up. Yeah, so like what you said earlier, mate, I just think Wednesday night's game is people are saying, oh, yeah, guaranteed 3 points. There's no such thing as a guaranteed 3 points. We have got to be bang at it. What we've got to do is go out and get 1 or 2 goals early to settle us down, not to settle the players down, to settle the fans, because it's getting
guaranteed 3 points and Forest fighting relegation. I don't think so, buddy.
Well, Forest was shit again today, weren't they?
They're a bit again today, yeah.
Was it today they played? Yeah, it was. Yeah, they was shit again today. So we can't just take it as a given, can we? That we're going to roll over, because we've got to play any team the same and not take our foot off it. Now I can't see Pep mixing and matching it a little bit, because what's the next match after that? It's going to be in fact, I've got the fixtures up here, mate. We'll go through some of the fixtures. See, I'm even prepared tonight, mate. So it is some of our next fixtures. Just let me get that one off there. So we've got Forest on Wednesday. Then we've not got, and again, look at the competitions we're in.
No.
In the next few weeks, it could shape our season, really. Yeah, a lot of people want the quad. I'll be honest, for me, I want the Premier League more than anything. I always want the Premier League more than anything. So
absolutely.
Now we've got Forest, and then we've got the Geordie boys on the Saturday. On Saturday, at 8 o'clock kickoff, which is a bit random, and again TV. And then we've got a nice little break.
Pep was actually giving out about that, about playing Newcastle at 8 o'clock at night, and then playing Real Madrid the other Wednesday.
Yeah, but
Real Madrid.
Yeah, I get it, mate, but it's something we're not used to, is it?
I know, yeah, but still
used to it. And then we've got West Ham on the 3 days later in London,
fighting relegation.
But look at the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at the next 5 fixtures there. And 7:30 at night. I know it's on a Wednesday and that's the norm. But then a Saturday and 8 o'clock, and then an 8 o'clock in Madrid, and then we've got 8 o'clock in London 3 days later, and then we've got an 8 o'clock back at the Etihad. It doesn't. That's going to take it out of you a little bit. But what I will say is we've got the experience. The majority is experience to travel. It's not as if they're traveling on Ryanair, like I'll be traveling on Ryanair or something like that. And it's not as if we're going to the other end of the world. We're going to Spain, mate, 2.5 hours away. Now, it might take the players longer if they went on a coach to get to London from Manchester to West Ham. So in theory, it's not the greatest of problems, that is it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's the constant on the go.
Well, it is what it is, mate. It is. I know
that. I know they're not traveling in Ryanair and they're traveling first class. They actually fly from London to Manchester. They don't go by coach. The last couple of times that they've flown back, but playing at 8 o'clock at night and then playing Madrid at Madrid is a couple of days later. That's not. You're not at your best. I don't care who you are.
I know, but if you look at the grand scheme of things there, mate, would much rather Grim Bay being the first of the two legs being in Madrid, in Manchester, because of we saw it when we played Madrid in the past or any big games. That second game at the Etihad is more important. Because if we'd have played at the Etihad first, I'd have been, that could be a bit mental draining. But they know they will have to be up for it in the Bernabeu.
I don't think Madrid are all that. To be honest, yeah. They actually don't think they're. No, that's the game you might see Cushy did be a man junior because he's fast.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Where although people are Nunes is a bit slow. It's we've got somebody who can go pace with Vinicius Junior, with Mbappe. We know he can do that because he's proved he can do that. So that's where you will get a little bit of respite. He'll either play centre back there, or he'll play right back. I've got a feeling he'll play centre back, by the way, because Nunes is not a slouch either.
Yeah. like in terms of the priorities for me, it's the league. I don't really give a shit about Champions League, to be honest with you. That's kind of like that's a kind of glory competition, you know. The Champions League, it's not even Champions League, is it? Like, you have United and Liverpool, oh, we won the Champions League so many times. Yeah, really? How many times we champion your own country when you won it?
And again, it comes down to the old adage: it's the best team does not always win a cup competition,
No.
but the best team. Listen, if Arsenal go on to win the league this season, they'll deserve to win the league because over the 38 games, they're not going to.
That's it. When you get knocked down, dust yourself down, you get up and you go again. Simple as that. Just because Liverpool won it last year, even if Arsenal won it this year, okay, we've like, next year is coming. Get up.
Yeah, but and again, I'm sure we spoke last week's show, mate. I know I predict us to win the league, and I know that because I always do. Development wise, and you know the way we're rebuilding and stuff like that. Did anybody expect us to be going toe to toe with Arsenal? No, I don't think. Yeah, I've just said that. No.
You just took me 10 points ahead.
But the wider audience of a City fan, anybody who watches them and understands football a lot, they wouldn't have expected him because I don't. Everyone was tipping Liverpool to win the league. They're only because of this season that they was tipping Arsenal, because I think everybody was tipping City to go third or fourth this season. So for us you can't argue. Well, you can if you're delusional. You can't argue we're definitely ahead of schedule. We definitely are. And then from that, there's obviously consequences. It builds people's hopes up, and why aren't we doing this and why aren't we doing that, and blah blah blah. Get a life, have a bit of patience, trust the process, and we'll see what happens. And that's it. And it is trusting the process, because I'm not saying, and again with what Nick's saying there, you know, the 2 8 PMs against Newcastle and West Ham. I don't think the West Ham ones to Newcastle's always a pain in the arse, mate. It really is, and we always a tough one there. But out of the two, obviously I watch to win every single match what we play, whether it's tiddlywinks or not. If I had to forfeit one of them, I'd say Newcastle, you have it. Yeah. The West Ham one is the one we would be looking. Yeah, and again that comes down to me. I above anything, even the Champions League, I always want to. That's like you say, that's the bread and butter. That's the one what I always want us to win. Now, absolutely. If we go on to beat West Ham, because again, how many people realistically would have thought us? Because Leeds have been playing very, very well, not just of late, but in general against the bigger teams, if you like. If we're honest, did we expect us to come out winners yesterday? But we seem to be getting into that City momentum a little bit. Not the free-flowing City momentum. It's at the time of the season, 10 games to go, where winning is the main thing. And fair play to Arsenal today. You know, as much as I hate them, they've gone on to do what, because they wasn't brilliant today, Arsenal, but they've gone on to win the game to get 3 points. So before today's, when we won yesterday, we were saying, over to you, Arsenal. Arsenal have gone 3 points, over to you, City.
Yeah, but we've a game in hand.
I'd rather have points on the board than a game in hand.
I know that, but still, like, it's not. Jesus Christ, there was one stage, I think it was at the end of that Liverpool game, they were going 9 points clear.
Jesus, look at the side of that spider behind you. On the wall.
Me?
Yeah, behind you on the wall. Ooh, it's crawling down.
You're
not seeing it.
No.
To your left. Wow.
It's called creatures leave alone.
No, that's size of that spider.
Be all right.
Look at it.
No, I'm not looking at it. I know what you're trying to do.
What?
I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're going to fucking compare me to Shrek.
I can do that forward facing. Mate. You have to do it when you look it up. But last week you did look like Rooney when you looked up. Just trying to get... Fair play to you. I thought I caught you off guard then.
No, I'm tuned.
You're too switched on that.
I'm on the ball tonight.
You are, to be fair. So yeah, it's all about momentum and winning games this time. I don't think Arsenal have played well all season, but they've done what they've needed to do.
But forget about them. Isn't it great that we're sitting here talking about the excitement of the possibility of actually won the league, where people who didn't think we were going to win it by 10 points thought it'd be a slow enough process and a rebuild that we're actually in contention.
Yeah, for me, it's a bonus, mate.
You know, and they see Pep on fire, sniping back. Thank you very much to the FA for playing 8 o'clock when with the game before references. He's for somebody. He goes on like somebody who's gone out the door.
Yeah, I'm sure you would, Nick. Hey, sorry, what?
But the hate he has for the cartel and the FA. I think that's what keeps Pep going. I think that's what's keeping him here.
It's just about going. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. By the way,
even the press conference yesterday. Anchor.
Yeah, I posted that on X when he said when somebody said, I think it was a journalist. Oh, Pep, what was they say? What was the Leeds fans saying to you? You know, when you're coming up, he goes, "Oh, it's the normal." They're just going wanker. It's like, mate, it's like, you know, he does love it though, doesn't he? He loves respectfully having a go at the not just the powers that be, but the cartel as well, the red cartel.
Why was the Leeds manager sent off? Did he give the ref before he got near the referee the red card? Right?
Did you not see what I put on X? I said Daniel Farker. What's he called? Farker. Fucking hell. Fucker there. Is he the first person to get sent off for aggressive walking since Kevin Orlock against Bournemouth? And he liked that.
Why was he sent off?
I think it was just the way he was walking. I think I've not seen an angle of it. I think it was the expletives he was giving. I think the referee just shit himself, to be fair, when he saw him.
Even at the end of the match, it was kind of half kicking off. What was all the anger about?
There was a lot of anger in there yesterday. I don't know why. Pep was just like chilled out about it, but I think they was moaning about the stamp what Cherky did on their player. I can understand a little bit on.
Is that the one where your man was bleeding?
No, that was a different one where they both went in. Where I think it was it Gay and the same player. Yeah. Went in. No, two of them. Which it wasn't a foul either. In my opinion, it wasn't a foul either way. It was just two players going, going in the way it should be. But I think the handball as well, the handball, I think they was going a little bit mental over that as well. That wasn't an handball, mate.
Non-existent handball.
No. But I think what's causing the confusion and stuff like that is the lack of consistency from the officials and the and VAR and stuff like that.
Yeah, but have you noticed recently we're getting involved in scraps? Like there seems to be a lot of aggro during and after our matches. What's that about? Like, you don't really see that in any other teams.
I don't know. See, hey, Kathy got it.
Kathy?
Unfortunately, Kathy, Rooney got it. Paddy got it as well.
I'm going to tell you something now. I'm going to die on the cross telling you this.
Hang on, just let me press record in case I forget.
Myself and Shrek share the same birthday.
By the looks of it, you say it's the same parents as well.
Imagine sharing your birthday with all the bastards in the world. To share your birthday with him.
Right, what I'm going to do. I'm going to get AI to do what you wouldn't do. And I'll put it on the show next week.
AI you in a minute. XG.
Mine says set piece FC. That's all they are, but Martin, it's working. One thing you would have to question though, mate, is they're more like rugby scrums now, corners, aren't they?
Well, if you watch the Everton match against United at the end, what Everton were doing was diabolical.
Mm-hmm. And why is nothing being done about it then? Because we're seeing it, not just Arsenal, we're seeing it consistently now, where everyone's allowed to pull people back. We saw it against whoever it was with where they pulled Semenyo's hair back.
Yeah. But I think at the start of the match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And referee talks to the captains beforehand, and he says to the captains, "This is the way it is. Any of that nonsense in the box beforehand, I'm not stopping the game. I'm not issuing warnings. The first one I see doing it, it'll be a yellow card and a penalty to the opposition." They did that at the start of the season, didn't they? There was none of that nonsense at the start of the season. They were,
yeah.
But stop issuing yellow cards or stop issuing warnings. Issue yellow cards and give penalties, and that'll knock that in the head.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it. That's why he was losing his head. He shouldn't have even been 6 minutes anyway. How did they get 6 minutes in the second half yesterday? When you said why was they losing their head, that's why they wanted more than 6 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I remember it now. Yes, because he wasn't allowed to come out, that fucker. Because the fucker wasn't allowed to come out for his post-match.
Dirty fucker.
Yeah, you dirty fucker. His assistant said it was about there was only 6 minutes or something like that. Whinging that was only 6 minutes. Yeah. When it went 6 minutes, I was like, I think he actually tweeted it 6 minutes from where exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Ash. Yeah, I knew there was something I'd missed there. And you know something, Martin? You see no difference between them and when Leicester won the league, but they've not won the league. Leicester have. Arsenal have not.
Look, if your team has discovered a way, a formula, or a tool to win the league or win a game of football, it's no different than sitting back playing counter-attacking football than what Arsenal are doing. Simple as that. It's just a method of scoring a goal.
Yep. FIFA, thank you, mate. I don't know. Do I have to distribute them? I don't know about how you distribute the memberships, mate. Thank you. I'm sure if you've done it to certain people, they will be much, much grateful on them, mate. Thank you very much, my friend. If it's something I've got to do, let me know and how to do it, because I've not got a clue. I've got a clue. I'm not like mine, an old hand in memberships and super chats and stuff.
But you're not an 80k.
Mine's
you're a wannabe, Martin.
Mine's never been an ITK.
You're a wannabe, Martin.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks very much, FIFA. Much appreciate, my friend. Turn the membership. Turn the membership settings on. One still available. How do I do that? Do I have to do it in
Braille?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Just. Yeah. Oh, hello, secret assassin. Jack there just pops in, doesn't say anything, but pops in just to text somebody's membership. Hope you're well, my friend.
At least he turned something on this week.
Sorry? You?
I said, fuck, you won't be turning me on.
Sorry, you're late. Your notifications are not working. It's okay, mate. You can watch it back. Because the beginning, the first 20 minutes, mate, of the show was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. All we was doing was talking about Jack, weren't we, Paddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First 20 minutes, Andy PMT.
Yeah. Nick says refs are too soft. They are, mate. And that's why I'm falling out of love with football, not just. Oh, and again, I'll always love City, the team, but football in general now it's just.
Talking about refs, remember the new guy, his first Premiership match he went against the VAR with us, and Pep says he'd be famous now for that. I haven't seen him ref a match since.
Say that again, mate. Sorry, I was reading.
I haven't actually seen that guy who went against VAR for us. I haven't seen him ref a match since.
Don't know. It's gone quiet on the Rodri charge for having a go at the officials as well, isn't it?
I think he's facing a 3-game ban.
And I bet you it's been delayed, so he misses the Arsenal match.
Well, you can be just fucking guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute guaranteed.
Yep. No, it's you just feel it's brewing there, don't you? You know, just ready, because normally a player gets charged, boom, boom, it's dealt with within a couple of days.
Do you not think Pep knows that?
Yeah, of course he does. But listen, we've learned to deal how to play without Rodri. Obviously, we prefer him in there because, again, Rodri's getting more like Rodri now. You know, with the way he's playing, he's starting to just find that knack again of being in the right place at the right time. And the way he dropped back yesterday, and at times yesterday, Bernardo was side by side with him. You know, pretty much behind our centre halves.
Yeah, and that's what it should be. That it should like that. We were given out for years that our midfield never afforded the defence any protection. So that's the way it should be. They should fall back, and they should be the first line to get through. They shouldn't be getting through and be on top of our defence.
There's the answer to your question, mate. Why are you not seeing him since? He was already scheduled for lower league games. Cheers, Nick.
He can stay there.
So, Forest on Wednesday, mate.
Yes. Ryanair fan will be there.
Ryanair. So, come on, let's have a prediction.
4-0.
4-0 against Forest.
I think Morgan Gibbs White will get a hat-trick.
I don't get him, you know. He's got a good goal today. I tell you what, there's some great goals today, you know.
He fucking did, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored a great goal.
System.
Paddy's going, what are you going for now, Dad?
4-0.
4-0.
Because I'll be toasty, Pep. If he misbehaves, I'll be straight on top of him.
Hey, you might like that. I'm going for in fact, I'm going for 3-1. Sean Goater first goal. I used to always have that, you know. Me and my mate, Little Jacko. I call him Little Jacko because he's smaller than Big Jacko. So we know which one's which then. We used to always have 3-1 Goater. Every single game, 3-1 Goater. The amount of money what we used to make off 3-1 Goater. That's the good old bad days, that, mate. They was the good old bad days when we used to be.
That's when we were all happy then. There was no stress because there was no expectation. Now everyone's stressed out of their box. He's a B and he's an F and he's a C and he should be playing and he's not good enough and give over.
Yeah. Nick says maybe City have appealed the hearing. I don't think so, mate. I think there's an undercurrent that he'll miss the if he goes on to miss the Arsenal match because of a suspension, would anybody start going corruption?
You'd be wasting your time.
Mm-hmm. See some predictions here. DC's going 2-1. Good evening, Richard. Hope you're okay, pal.
We are not conceding on Wednesday night.
Nick, I nearly went 2-0, Nick. Nearly went that. Ash is going 4-0. Gordon's going Stanley 8-0. I don't get that. What? I'll do a Stanley 8-0.
Stan?
All right. Right. Who's Stan?
Oi.
Sorry, I'm joking. Joking. Your mate was always Orlock 3-1 or Orlock 3-2. It's good to see Kev getting back more into the social media. He's doing some great stuff with Woody, isn't there? Have you seen some of the stuff, Paddy?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh yeah,
it's on my to-do list.
Yeah. So anybody who's not subscribed to the YouTube channel for I think it's still Woody Unscripted. Mike Wood, who used to be it, and he co-hosts with Kev Orlock. They're getting ex-City players on and people, ex-City, not ex-City fans. You know what I mean? Like well-known City fans who have basically gone through hard times, over the years with drugs, alcohol. And there's a theme, there seems to be a lot of ex-players, mate, we've turned them into pissheads and druggies. And Mike's there Mike's there.
He did the same with the fans.
Yeah, the fans. Yeah. So Woody Unscripted on YouTube, honestly,
and Spotify.
And Spotify, absolutely brilliant. And I will be getting Woody on. I asked him if he'd come on the show. He is going to come on the show. I forgot to ask him again. Actually, it was for my little illness. So Woody will be coming on the show, and we'll get Kev on as well. We'll get Kev on. We'll get the duo on.
Don't need to know you, but you getting Wood.
That's another story. But yeah, Woody Unscripted on YouTube. They're doing some absolutely amazing things on social media. They're making that awareness out there, Paddy. And I know you're a big advocate of stuff like that. With not just mental illness, but with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. It's there's more people talking about it now, which is good. It used to be a big taboo, didn't it, mate?
And I think they've done the 100th suicide bench there in the UK this week, which is absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you who else is a big advocate for all stuff like that, and that's FIFA. FIFA does some absolutely incredible things as well, and I'm sure he won't mind me in sharing something what he sent me earlier. He posts a lot of stuff out, and my reply was pretty much with all the stuff what he puts out there. If it's just one person, what it helps, it's a worthwhile cause, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So FIFA, just carry on doing what you do, mate, because you as well, you do absolutely amazing things. You might not feel you do at times, but you do, mate, because we know the story and stuff like that without going into it, mate. And you're so proud of all the stuff what you do, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see some of the predictions. Big Steve is a guest, I think, this week. What on Woody's show? I might give that one a miss then.
Will he be in the box? Will he be in the box?
Kev Orlock is hilarious. Been 2 nights when he was a guest. He is. I love Kev Orlock. He's so funny. I'd love to get him back into the City fold. And again, I know the story why he's not and stuff like that. But they're the kind of people what City fans relate to, not some of the other shit what they have, like Micah Richards and stuff like that. It's people like Kev Orlock, Joe Hart, Ned Manua. They should be all the ambassadors for City and stuff like that. They've done proper things for us when we. Not necessarily Joe Hart, but this was still, they're the kind of people, mate. The Andy Morgan,
Keith Carl.
When we've been absolutely shit, a bit shitter than this season. but that they was there when we was there.
That's
So
the
yeah.
time when we weren't there, according to the opposing fans.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I wasn't there, but I was.
No, Nick, I'll just be honest, mate. I'm not a huge fan of Steve, and I've told him that directly. Listen, fair play to what he does and stuff like that. I'm just not. Listen, in life, we're not all going to like the same people, get on with the same people, etc., etc. But nothing personal against him, by the way. You know, he's more than welcome to watch the show, and he'll see that again. He'll see that I've got nothing personally against him. It's just not my cup of tea. Like I'm not other people's cup of tea. That's life, Paddy, isn't it?
Yeah, I only have to stick you an hour a week.
Mm-hmm. And it want nothing against the box either. Listen, don't want to waste time.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
What?
The box.
He's just gone back to Shrewsbury as a goalkeeping coach. Well, it won't affect Joe Hart. It won't affect his punditry, because I think Joe Hart's hopefully he's going to be the next generation of really, really good pundits, you know.
No, he won't.
What? Because the companies won't have him.
Exactly.
It's just. I think Rooney's all right, you know. I meant you, Paddy. No, but I know he's a little bit bitter, but Rooney's not scared of opening his trap and say, probably because he can't think and coordinate his mouth at the same time. But yeah. I know he still has the odd little dig about
QPR,
about the QPR, but I don't think he's back. We've got to take our listen. He don't play football anymore, and I don't think he's biased like a lot of them are. But plenty of time for it to be kicked out of him, isn't there?
But it's like a retirement home for the cartel, Sky Sports and TNT Sports, or whatever you call them. TNT Sports, you call them now, is it? Or instead of BT Sports. They're all the same. And then CBS then is Alan Shearer, Spiddy, Micah Richards. Jesus Christ, there's no escaping them.
I prefer to listen to, is it BN Sports where it's in Italian or Arabic, mate. It's I get better sense out of it.
Your man got sacked from that, didn't he?
What?
Your man got sacked from that.
Yeah, Richard Keys, and Andy Gray, and not before time as well. Just hope they don't end up on our shows again. Mank Live says Arsenal keep winning. Isn't this the point of the season where they fold? I thought, but I know it's 9 games to go for them now, isn't it?
Yeah.
But will they fold? I believe if we carry on putting the pressure at some point, they will fold.
They were lucky today. They scored 2 headed goals. Was there 2 corners? No
comment, Nick. Say that again, mate. Evening, Gov. Are we okay, pal? Listen, it doesn't. It's like we said earlier. It's about getting it over the line. It's about getting it over the line now, and they're getting the games over the line. So the pressure's the pressure's on us now on Wednesday night.
Pressure's retired. Blow up dolls.
I'll bow to your knowledge on blow up dolls, mate.
Young ones don't even know what a blow up doll is.
Are you paying more money for them now due to inflation?
I actually sent one back there 2 weeks ago because it went down on me and he told me it was extra.
See, even I'm sensible enough to keep my thoughts to myself now.
Listen to that little voice you have. That is free. Go on, I know you want to. Let it out. Let it out. You can't speak though.
Oh, remember when you arranged to go out with a blow up doll once? It didn't turn up. It didn't turn related. How have we got to blow up bells?
I don't know. God knows.
I'll just put it out there on record. Never had one in my life. I can't speak for Paddy.
I recommend the deluxe model.
How did we get? I don't even want to know how we got. Nick says, but he was down to the next City player who's been brought through his own issues. All right. Yeah, I'd say it would be a good one to get on there. I'll mention it to Woody as well. I'll message him in a bit. Is Michael Johnson? I don't know if that's who you know about, Nick, but that'd be a good one for Jono to go on there. Because Jono's another one who's turned a corner, you know, with all the... And again, mental health and stuff like that wasn't around, was it, at times, you know, back in the day?
And it's just a shame because your man, what do you call him, Gary Flickcraft, he would have thrived today, like, with sports psychologists and every kind of psychologist and every available help to him.
Have I missed something from somewhere? But FIFA, you're absolutely right.
Anyone
got problem?
Go back to FIFA's comment.
I'll put it back up in a minute. Mank Life, the thing is, mate, I personally don't agree, because if somebody's going through a rough patch and stuff like that, they can come on shows like this and it can make them feel a little better, even if it's just for an hour of having a bit of a giggle and stuff like that. I think it needs to be spoken about, mate. It really, really does, honestly. I respect your opinion, obviously, but I agree with FIFA on that one. It does deserve.
Especially amongst men.
Absolutely, mate. Gordon says cannon and ball. Mate, is that a random Tourette's?
I think he's
cannon and ball. By the way, Gordon is a top lad. He does a laser engraving as well. He mainly does acrylic and stuff like that. But some of the stuff what he does, if anybody's on Facebook, look him up on Facebook. Put Gordon, put your Facebook on here, mate. Sounds so wrong, that, doesn't it?
Does he do blow up dolls?
I think it's blue laser guy or something on look him up on Facebook as well. He does some absolutely himself. Oh, you meant Orlock himself? Yeah. Anytime anybody mentions Kev Orlock, I just smile for some reason. Oh, he's top lad. FIFA says, have you seen Sky Sports' new post celebrating Arsenal's corner goals? We can't be... Mate, Sky Sports are part of the problem with football. Pretty much every time... It's only when City play. As soon as the game's finished, I switch off. I can't be listening to the shit afterwards. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, mate, I think we'll call it a day. We'll be back next. Oh, I won't be here next Sunday, mate, as it stands.
Where will you be next Sunday? Because I didn't get that memo.
If I'm feeling better.
If you tell me what I think you're going to say, I'm going to drive to your house on Wednesday night.
As it stands, I'm not scheduled to be here next Sunday. But
you better not be in the land of the Euro.
I'll see. So we could do the show on.
There's no seas. It's all dry land.
I'm getting told off my dad. You tell me off more than my dad ever did.
I fucking be in Manchester on Wednesday, and if you tell me I think you're going to go.
I am due to go to Benidorm next Sunday morning.
Are you mentally ill?
Probably, mate. Yeah.
My blow up doll has more sense than you.
I know. Part of it is because because of my business as well.
Nonsense. I don't want to hear your excuses.
No, some of me. I've got business interest over there as well, haven't I? Now, so We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so I know we will definitely be here the Sunday after, because that'll be the 15th of March. But if Paddy's up for it, we could do a show next Friday night.
Yeah. After 7.
Kathy, I am a little bit scared of flying, to be honest. If we go, I'll be putting a face mask on. Face mask. But yeah, if you're up for it, mate, we'll do a show on Friday night.
After 7 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. We'll do a show 7:30 on Friday night.
Roger that.
You rogered that blow up doll, mate, so that nothing new there. Newcastle preview.
Don't talk back.
Yeah, we could do that. Newcastle preview and post. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it. Evening Teal. Hope you're okay.
This Friday night, coming, is it?
Hey?
The 7th. Friday the 7th, is it?
6th.
Or 6th, I should say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Right. We'll do that. We'll do it. See, so you'll still have us in some form next week. But again, it's been another good show, mate. We've had our rant at the start of the show, haven't we, about VAR and shit officials and shit decisions, but we got it back on track with talking about God's own club. And by the way, did you see Noel Gallagher at the Brits last night?
Oh, that's nonsense. When he walked out in Wembley in 1999, that was him done for me. I fucking can't stick beside him.
He's been to more matches. But instead, he's been to more matches than you.
Has he? I'd hazard a guess and say he hasn't.
Let's see this one before we skedaddle. In the Know said Rodri wants the same wages as Haaland, but Viana refuses, hence he's not signing the contract extension. I don't listen to In the Knows, me. Sending us to the... Oh, yeah, if Martin's live. I don't know what... I think he said... I think I clocked something before. Yeah, head over to the Mancunian Way. Probably most of you go to the Mancunian Way anyway. So, yeah, head over to Martin's. Yeah, that's what he said last night. Up the fucking Blues.
Yes.
Yes.
Champions again, ole, ole.
No, that's what Noel Gallagher said last night, the Brits. Live on the Brits.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't take no notice of In the Knows. Yeah, head over to the Mancunian Way. Martin will be doing a show probably 8:30. I might even listen to it while I'm doing some stuff.
Martin's in the know. He know about Raspberry's wages and all that crack.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in. So yeah, everyone head to the Mancunian Way. Martin, the In the Know, is going to go into the Anderson deal. Why Donnarumma wants to leave at the end of the season, and why Rodri is going to be signed for Wigan Athletic. So Martin will tell you on his show. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Do you want to talk about blow up dolls?
Yes, he'll be talking about blow up dolls. Yeah, as always, thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah, we will do it on Friday, 7:30. We will do a show. Have a great week, and hopefully City will win on Wednesday. And in the words of Noel Gallagher, what's that, Paddy? Up the fucking Blues. Have a great week, all. Bye now.
Bye, folks.